Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ayodeji Bello Abodoyin. I am so excited. Thank you very much. If you're joining me for the first time, kindly subscribe. Can't believe I'm doing this. This is my second video. I launched this channel last week and I'm so excited. Like, the show of love is so massive. Thank you very much. Like, thank you. Within 24 hours, I had 100+ subscribers and more than 200 views on my introductory video. I mean, I had subscribers and people view from New York, from Liberia, from Ghana, from Uganda, from different parts of the world. Like, I am so excited. Comments and call, see comments, busting my head. I'm just happy. Shining teeth anyhow. Anyway, thank you very much. Welcome to my channel. Thank you very much. If you have not subscribed, please do subscribe. Thank you. So I had a very eventful week. Like, it was very eventful and very productive. So on Sunday, I uploaded the video, launched the YouTube channel. I was hooked on social media, and then Monday I was down with malaria. I had cough, catarrh, but thankfully I'm fine now. My family had to treat malaria, but we are fine now. So there was Africa Day. There were a lot of days, international days or historic days, so to say. So there was Africa Day, there was Children's Day, there was Menstrual Hygiene Day, and then also Initiative for Girls' Rights and Health clocked 6. So it was our 6th anniversary on the 29th. So the week was just jam-packed. Africa Day, I engaged on social media, you know, couple of events, WhatsApp events. Then for Children's Day, I think it was on 24th or 25th, our Imperial Majesty Queen Naomi, Ogunwusi, my mother and very good friend, she just called me, Ewa, what's up? What are we doing for Children's Day? I was like, okay, maybe we should do a community outreach. After lots of back and forth, we settled for a community in Ondo. So I had to travel from Ife to Ondo. We went to Odbese community. We reached out to children. It was massive love. You don't even want to know about it. It was so beautiful. We distributed materials, reached out to them, answered their questions. We were there. You know, sometimes it's just good to fill in the gap for these people. Let them feel the warmth, you know. We were there to bridge that gap, provided some materials. Imperial Majesty spoke with them. I also spoke with them, and it was a beautiful one. I traveled down to Ife, and then it was our 6th anniversary. We had a webinar. It was mind-blowing. Like, we discussed about grassroots advocacy, the importance of grassroots organizations towards ending or creating whatsoever kind of change. And it was so engaging. It was so beautiful. All of these activities jam-packed, and here I am serving you this again. So I'm very excited, which leads me to what we'll be discussing today. Yeah, so all of these activities leads to what I'll be discussing today. Our discussion for today is purpose. Some people say purpose. While I'll be like English. So purpose, whatever it is you choose to call it. So on this channel, what we'll be doing is, before we analyze any issue, we're going to come up with the dictionary meaning, and then also see other translations, learn other translations. I mean, even if you don't get to understand anything from this channel, you begin to learn new words and their interpretations, and I think that will go a long way. So for purpose in French can be called objective, you know. In Greek rather, can be called teleos. You know, Yorubas can say idi no bom, I mean reason, you know, intent, reason for being. You know, Igbos can say nzube. You know, nzube is more like the will of God or so. But basically what we're discussing is purpose. And other words for purpose is intent, reason. You know, you can also put other words, you know, in the comment section, different interpretations of purpose. And what does the dictionary define purpose as? It says the reason for which something is done, or the reason it is done in a particular way. Okay, another interpretation says the subject of discourse, the point of an issue. So basically, as humans, we have our purpose, we have our reasons, we have our purpose, we have our reasons for being. So everybody on planet Earth has a reason why they are here. I know some people feel like, okay, purpose, find your purpose. There's been lots of discussion about finding purpose, especially when it comes to the church setting, the Christian setting. I'll find your purpose, the will of God, blah, 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 blah. There are lots of, pressure. I don't think there's been any generation who has been more aware of finding purpose than this generation. So purpose has been like, it's not a new topic. Somebody somewhere must have told you about how to. There are even life coaches on how to find purpose, So, but what I'm saying is, after giving you a breakdown of what my week was like, I had malaria. I could have just stayed back in the house, relaxed, spent some time with my husband and my baby. But purpose, passion kept me on the go, made me do interstate travel, made me, go far and beyond to ensure that I value those days and I deliver. So everybody has a sense of urgency to deliver something. We all have a reason. So you can find purpose in different aspects of life, and then also you can find purpose in all aspects of life. What am I saying? Some people feel their purpose is basically through their career path. Some people feel they fulfill purpose based on, the number of responsibilities they have. Whatever gives you a sense of being, basically, is what some people see as purpose. But for me, I think purpose is that thing you live for. Purpose is that thing you live for, what makes you wake up every day. So you can define your purpose yourself, connecting your dots through your passion. And then also, if you have a working relationship with God and you have found Christ, you can now identify your purpose in accordance to the will of God. How can you know your purpose? First of all, you can know your purpose through praying. If you believe in God, you can pray the prayer of inquiry to say, okay, God, why have you created me? What exactly have you created me for? You can also search the scriptures. There are so many scriptures that support finding purpose. Jeremiah 33:3 saying that, okay, call upon me and I'll show you great and mighty things which you know not. Things about you, it's like you making inquiries to know why. Talents are very vital instruments in fulfilling purpose. Your talents are they give you signals to how you can connect the dots in fulfilling purpose. I've also had people ask, okay, fine, I know what my purpose is, but I'm not having an enabling environment for, especially among students. They say, okay, I want to be a doctor, but my parents asked me to be an artist. It's always the reverse is always the case anyway. Okay, I love art, I want to sing, I want to draw, but my parents insist that I study medicine. What I'll tell someone like that is just, know yourself. Know yourself, be convinced of what you want to do, and use that environment, to equip yourself. When I was in school, I wanted to study law, but somehow they gave me sociology. And I discovered that, okay, I don't need a law degree to do what I want to do. Eventually. I wanted to study law because I wanted to help people, I wanted to stand for people, blah, blah, blah. But I still do that now, but I don't have to, have that law degree in order to do that. And that's why I feel like even when we are training our kids, instead of asking them what do you want to be in the future, we can ask them what problems do you want to solve in the future, instead of saying, okay, I want to be a doctor because I love how a doctor dresses, or I love how a nurse dresses, that is why I want to be a nurse. It's better we train up our children in a way such that they can understand the roles. I prefer my child saying, okay, I would like to be a doctor because I want to save the lives of people, or I want to be a beautician because I want people to look beautiful or look better, or I want to enhance people's confidence through beauty. When people understand the job description, it gives them a sense of being. So if you're in that situation where you feel like, okay, you know what you want to do, but you're not in an enabling environment, I would advise you that you do what you have to do so that you can eventually have time to do what you need to do. This is beginning to look like Aspire to Perspire video. But what I'm saying in essence is that once you understand what you want to do and you have talent that can enable you do those things, do not give up. Face them and do them squarely. Purpose is very important. Nobody has lived this life before. We have only lived once. This is our first time here. And there's nothing as beautiful as fulfilling purpose. You know that thing you want to do, There's nothing as good as going all out for it. Going all out for it. In fact, when you go all out for your purpose, it is not stressful. It is fun. So it is better, I think. And that was why I was very happy about the pandemic. It made everybody slow down. This life is beyond working, making money, and eating. There has to be a sense of being. And this is what will contribute, will influence how you treat people, how you relate with people in your day-to-day activities. It goes a very, very long way. So purpose is an interesting topic. We can't discuss everything, you know, that entails or that has to do with purpose. But if you have discovered your purpose, you know, it goes a long way. We can work together. There are so many things we can do. And one thing is this: when it comes to God-given purpose, what's the difference between your own normal purpose and God-given purpose? Your own normal purpose is the purpose you just defined for yourself. But once you have a working relationship with God, you can align your purpose to God's purpose. And that is it. When you have a relationship with God, when you accept Christ as your Lord and personal Savior, you understand, it gives you a sense of being. And then you'll be able to associate your purpose with his purpose. His will becomes your will because you love him. So his word, his thoughts, his love, his laws are the things that guide your passion, are the things that guide your intention. So there is no way you can say that you have a working relationship with God in Christ Jesus and you do not have a purpose in his will. It is not possible. So we've talked so much about purpose. Now let's talk about the factors that can limit the fulfillment of purpose. One is fear. You know, you just have this fear to say, okay, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to do it. Even when you're very good at something, you just feel like you can't do it. You know, you have this imposter syndrome. I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do that. You need to stop it. You need to have confidence. You need to be very, very happy. You know, when I'm doing my YouTube videos, I know that I am new, but I feel like I have been doing this all over. I feel like the #1 YouTuber in the world. That's how I feel. So because I understand that this is what I am supposed to be doing, regardless of anybody's perception or reaction. I know this is what I am supposed to be doing. So fear is a #1 killer. You need to stop having fears. Even if you're not yet very good at what you do, or at some of these your talents that serve as tools to fulfilling your purpose, you can always go back to hone your skills. You can go back to learn and be teachable. #2 is distraction. You should not be distracted. You should maintain focus, regardless of whatever, regardless of SAPA. You must maintain focus. Maintain focus, you understand? So don't be distracted and don't be limited by whatever it is people say or people's opinion. One thing is this: you need to have convictions. Once you know your purpose, you should not look back. And that is why purpose in God is very, very important, because you would understand that, no, this is what I am supposed to do. It gives you some sort of supernatural confidence. For instance, if you are convinced that God himself has spoken to you concerning a particular thing, let's say partner selection, you know that this person is who you're meant to marry. Even if you don't have children, even if you are believing God for the fruit of the womb, when people give you other ideas to say, okay, why don't you marry someone else? You're like, no, because you are convinced, you know that you're in his will, you know that you're in his purpose. So children or no children, you know that this is meant to be. Because one of the reasons we have lots of problems now in the world is because people don't have convictions anymore. People are distracted. Even when they know their purpose, they are very quick to jump on someone else's lane to say, okay, I think since it is making sense in that lane, I think I should cross over there. It shouldn't be. We need a generation of people with convictions, people with purpose, people who can say, no, this is what I have been called to do and I am going to stay there. So be mindful of fear, be mindful of distractions. Those are killers in fulfilling purpose. Fulfilling purpose, fulfilling destiny. Thank you very much. So feel free to send your questions, your suggestions, your contributions to my email address, timeoutwithayodeji@gmail.com. Let's talk. I'm going to respond to every mail that drops on that address. So I'm going to leave you with this challenge. I want you to do something about your purpose this week. You know, be it learn a skill or do something that would enhance, you know, your fulfillment of purpose. What you need to achieve or what burns in your heart, do something that moves you closer into achieving it this week, and then let's discuss it next week. And I'm going to leave you with these words. The purpose of life itself is living a purposeful life. Yes, the purpose of life itself. It sounds like something Brother Shaggy would say. The purpose of life is living the life of purpose itself. Thank you very much for joining me. If you stayed till now, if you watched till the end, you're the real MVP. Thank you very much. See you next week. Bye.